Carlos from Puerto Rico is our first referee, and his assistant and second ref is come all the way from Greece. Charalampus Papadouglas is ref at number 2. Dane, let's have a close look at the two players. As we say, if the Italians bring their A game, we could be in for a delight tonight.
Well, you're absolutely right. A lot of fun to watch. This 30-year-old, 200 centimeters tall, Alex Ranghieri. Ranghieri has been to the top of the podium, and there's his partner first, who jumps out there. Adrian Carambula, 29 years of age, out of Uruguay. Now we get to Alex Ranghieri, who will be the full-time blocker up at the net. One of the most intimidating physical specimens on tour. It's about putting it all together for these two. Very much showman, and there we see the love hug right before the match. We haven't been seeing enough of that out of these two. On the other side of the net, the man that will be patrolling the net for Germany is 31-year-old, 198 centimeters tall, and that is Marcus Bockermann. Bockermann playing for 11 years on tour, has 3 championships to his name, and his partner, the man who wears the white hat. Doesn't quite have it on now, but he's breaking it out. I can see it. He's getting ready. 27-year-old, 192 centimeters. Lars Fluggen, one of the craftiest defenders in the backcourt. And there is his good luck white hat. Hopefully for him in Germany, that superstitious hat will catapult them into the round of 32, but it's going to be a tall order because this Italian duo trying to put things together.
Yeah, it's a good point that you make, Dane. There's an argument to say that Fluggen's white hat is more famous than him at the moment, the way the tournament has gone for the Germans. The temperature starts to drop. The sun is already set behind the Red Bull Arena here on the Danube Island. This is a big match for both of these teams. It's a simple calculation. Win, you go through to the round of 32. Lose, you're heading home. Back to Germany or back to Italy. Let's see how this story unfolds. Fluggen serves and gets the first service error on the stat sheet. They need to stay focused. They need to be quick and ready to rumble here, because if the Italians can just show some of their qualities of there's a sky ball. How about that? Oh, but the first serve also out for Italy. 2 service errors from both sides of the court to start the match. Carambula looking very serious here. Ranghieri is intimidating. Net patrol is the name of the game for Ranghieri. And Germany will hope to get off to a quick start here. Let's not forget Germany won the last FIVB World Tour event in Olsztyn in Poland. And if they can find that kind of form, they will be the team to beat, but they've played nothing like the volleyball that they played just a couple of weeks ago to get their first win of the season.
Well, it's so hard to sustain, and even though that was a 4-star event, I mean, Phil Dahlhauser and Nick Lucena from the United States were there. Also, Alisson and Bruno, the defending gold medalists, were there. It was a stacked tournament, so Fluggen and Bockermann made it happen with plays just like that, and an opportunity to get the kill, and it just goes into the net. But that is the story right there. Really high and really low, all in the same rally, and that's the kind of roller coaster ride that they've been on. You think after winning a tournament just a week ago, they would come in here rolling, but they find themselves in this play-in match of third-place teams, the bottom third-place teams getting this lucky loser opportunity to win a game here and move into the round of 32.
Ranghieri with service for Italy, 30 years of age from Rome. They've already got a break, but it's very early in this opening set at 3-1. Oh, it's a service. It's there, it's good. Serving Bockermann real short there, Ranghieri, and caught the Italian just off guard, nothing else. Caught the German, I should say, my apologies. Here's Ranghieri again. That's Fluggen. This time, no, same again. Bockermann is his service. And a little bit of interference there, I think, Dave.
Exactly. Good eye there, Nick. Interference by Lars Fluggen. you can go under the net in beach volleyball, but once you interfere or impede the movement of the other team, then you'll be whistled for a violation.
Again to Bockermann, the service from Ranghieri. Here he is on the attack. And that goes out right down the line. Now, Ranghieri turns around to Carambula, and you can hear him, can't you, wanting to say, "You've got to get those. Those are the saves that we need." That's what's been missing from the Italians. They lost to Poland, they lost to the Netherlands, and only just beat Uruguay. Oh, Ranghieri at the net. No way out for Germany, and they hold on to their impressive early lead.
Yeah, you mentioned, Nick, at the beginning, that man right there, Adrian Carambula, being very serious because, you know, this guy's a competitor. He wants to win, and this team has been struggling lately. The last 4 tournaments, 225th and 217th. That's not characteristic of these Italians. You know, after a disappointing 9th place finish in the Olympics, it has been rough between the two because they really want to win, and they have struggled as of late. Remember, they have won a couple of tournaments together, and so they'd like to return to that championship form.
Good shot from Carambula, cross court, right to the feet of Lars Fluggen, easily recognizable with his lucky white hat. I believe you're a member of the Lucky White Hat Club now, Dane.
Yeah, I found out that that hat actually has its own Twitter account. You know, his mom gave him that hat when he was 5 years of age, and he started using it in his teens. It became part of his repertoire when he was playing volleyball, and he says he plays with it all the time, and it's definitely distinguishable. I know it wouldn't make your closet because it's not that fashion forward, but, you know, you got to give him a break.
Yeah, I'm just thankful it's a hat rather than a teddy bear or something even sillier. But there we go.
He might have one of those in his bag.
Fluggen, I hope he proves me wrong. Good starts in this first set for Italy, 5 clear. Bockermann on the attack for Germany. Well covered by Carambula, who now looks to finish it for Italy. Right between the two German players, 9-3. Now, the German 26 seeds in comparison to the 34-seeded Italians just need to watch themselves here. They're starting to pull clear and pull considerably clear. That is why Germany call a timeout, 30-second break, try and stop the flow and the momentum of point scoring. You can see for yourself on the bottom left of your screens, a quick 4-point roll, side out, and then a quick 3-point roll. And that is nice play from Italy. That's got Germany on the back foot.
Germany searching for some answers here. Just so far, the Italians have been too strong. The block at the net by Ranghieri, the smart serving, putting pressure and winning some of these kind of busted up, broken plays have been the difference. And it's all about seizing an opportunity. And that's exactly what it is when you're in this lucky loser play-in to get into the round of 32. Winner advances to the round of 32. Loser, they're out of the tournament.
Here's Ranghieri with service for Italy. Again, the Italians have decided that Bockermann is the man they're going to try and target with their serve, trying to keep Fluggen out of the game.
And you might wonder why they go to Bockermann right there, the bigger, powerful player. It's because of Fluggen has really got some creative shots and harder to deal with defensively. That ball blasted by Ranghieri off the top of the block of Bockermann. And as I mentioned, Ranghieri, he's just got that real prototypical frame. He's 6'6". He's really athletic, agile, but his blocking technique at times can be suspect. I think that his potential is so high to be one of the best blockers in the world, but he has to adjust a few things up there.
I'm sure there's a lot of opinion leaders out there that would totally agree with that, Dane. The potential from both the Italian players is huge, but I think it's discipline that sometimes deserts their play. Let's hope they prove us wrong. They're still in a commanding lead over the Germans at 10-5. Here's Carambula on the attack for Italy. Nice little touch on the ball. Fluggen digs it out of the sand, but the referee's having none of it. Two touch.
Yep, a double contact. You saw that Bockermann went to his knees and tried to set that ball with his hands. It's got to come out cleanly. It's a judgment call by the head referee. He believed he hit it twice.
Oh, is that good? Both the linesman's flags stay down. Lovely shot from Lars Fluggen. Over on 2, took his chance.
Smart play, risky, going with that right hand. He almost ran out of room, but just hits the outside of the line.
Back set from Ranghieri for Carambula, over the top. Bockermann fighting for the ball. Great commitment, but doesn't really leave Fluggen much to work with. Ball out of play, 12-6.
Well, that was foolish right there. Fluggen just trying to skyball it kind of over the net, but he completely missed his target.
Float jump serve to Bockermann once again from Carambula. Hand on the ball from Ranghieri. Ball out of play. Marcus Bockermann, 31-year-old from Hamburg, Germany, serving Carambula, who now attacks for Italy. Great play from Carambula. Nice timing on the ball. And Italy are heading into the tech timeout with a real buffer here, comfortably ahead. Here's Ranghieri. Nice little float to Bockermann. Set from Fluggen. Cross court, Carambula has a hand there.
As we take the technical timeout, there's a good look at Adrian Carambula from Italy. You know, he was born in Uruguay, moved to the United States at age 13, started playing beach volleyball at age 16, and he also has Italian citizenship. That's how he became an Italian player. Let's look at the Italian serve placement, going to that left sider, going to Bockermann. So often, 90% of the time, just one in the middle and none to the right side. So you can see the Italians' strategy right here by this beautiful graph. And it's worked so far.
Yeah, no. Keeping Fluggen out of the play has been the definite key to success for Italy. Everything's going to Bockermann, which means Bockermann has to play all the attacking shots. Don't get me wrong, Fluggen is setting the ball nicely for his partner, but it's not the way Germany like to play. Fluggen is the man that normally likes to take the kill, and he's getting very few opportunities. Pressure's on Fluggen here. 27-year-old from Hamburg with service. Hamburg, the German city where we'll contest the finals of the Swatch Beach Volleyball Major Series, the FIVB World Tour Finals in Hamburg, not too far away after this tournament, just a couple of weeks. So Fluggen would dearly love to pull off a good result here before we go to those finals in Hamburg. But it's not looking good at all, is it? 14-8, Italy with service. Carambula, a very tricky float serve with topspin. And Ranghieri's there at the net, 15-8. Almost impossible to stop Italy now, Dane.
This is Alex Ranghieri at his best. He delays his block, goes up and just slams that thing, turns around, takes a walk to give Adrian a high five. That was perfect.
And an ace serve is also perfect from Carambula, 16-8. Are we starting to see the Italians find the form at last that seems to have deserted them for the early part of this season on tour?
Hopefully for them, you know, they're trying to get out of a slump, and you want to do it here at this huge tournament. That ball hit clearly out of bounds, so this is becoming an absolute rout, very uncharacteristic of any German team coming out and playing this poorly right now. But Fluggen and Bockermann, unfortunately, just cannot get any traction. They can get nothing going. Another ace.
Amazing serving from Carambula, or is it a meltdown for Germany?
Well, Nick, I think it's a little bit of both. You know, you're seeing a really high level on the Italian side. They're playing smart. And Germany just are having trouble just running their offense. That ball hit off the block and out of bounds. Ranghieri can't believe it. But talk about, we always say, the damage has been done.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an understatement right here. Doubling the score of Germany is Italy.
Carambula, cross-court, lovely cut on the ball. Nice touch as well. Confidence is starting to grow for Italy. And when this team are at full confidence and in full flight, they are a tough team to beat. Germany are experiencing that. Do they let this set go now, Dane, and focus on the second? What's the game plan when you're taking such a whipping in the opening set?
Oh my goodness, a trickler over the net. The last thing that Germany needed. Down 19-9, now make it 20-9. Nothing going their way. You know what, you just want to forget about this set as soon as possible.
Can Ranghieri wrap it up, 21-9? Again, this time he gives a real power serve to Fluggen. Now, that's the first time that they've served Fluggen. Not that it really matters. All they need to do is side out with Fluggen going to the back of the German court. Ranghieri just a little frustrated with himself that he didn't nail that block, to be honest. Fluggen serves out to bounds. That's it in the first set. 21-10. That is a huge score difference. A very impressive score line for Italy. Now, the big question for Germany, can they come back with such a beating in that opening set?
Well, we know that they have the potential, right? They won the last tournament coming into these World Championships, and 21-10, it's in the books. That, an absolute beatdown right there. Italy over Germany. Germany, they're going to bounce back here. They're going to start playing better because they're usually so much more solid. There's the look at the blocks 2-0, aces 4-0, and the low number in service errors for Italy. You add all those things up and you have an 11-point win in a game to 21. So take a deep breath if you're Lars Fluggen and Bockermann and really have a short memory. Get rid of that as soon as possible. Almost like that first set didn't happen.
Yeah.
And they can come out and turn things around.
No coaches on the court in beach volleyball, so they're on their own out there. They've got to communicate between themselves, work as a team. I think our expert and Olympic champion in the commentary box, Dane Blanton, has put it perfectly. Just forget about it and start afresh. That's exactly what they do. Fluggen puts the first point on the board for Germany. Now, can they find their confidence, rhythm and groove here? Because there is no question Italy are playing the best match of their tournament so far. Carambula, lovely set for Ranghieri. He's not going to miss those, that's for sure. Near perfect side out from Italy, scores all level.
And Italy really all about business. You remember when we first saw this team a few years back where what we titled the love hug, there was an embrace and a high five after every single successful play for the Italians. Now, after big plays, they're not even high fiving. They're just kind of going back to their respective positions. So
I think you called it earlier, Dane, that they really are disappointed with their lack of form throughout the 2017 season. Here's a golden opportunity, of course, at the World Championships to bounce back. But you're absolutely right. They don't have the energy, they don't have the charisma that they used to bring to the court. And I think that's just lack of confidence and disappointment with their tour so far.
That's so interesting. They won in Antalya in 2015, and they also won in Doha in 2016. And they've had some really great finishes. Of course, Adrian Carambula, the Rookie of the Year in 2015, really taking the tour by storm. And here's a nice little roll shot over the net by Bockermann. But this Italian team really started with so much promise. And I guess maybe that's what it is, Nick. Maybe trying to gain that form that has lost them. I mentioned earlier, 2 25ths and 2 17ths, the last 4 finishes for Italy.
Oh, help from the net, broken play, but Italy still take the point. Side switch with a total of 7 points on the board.
Yeah, Italy looks like a different team today. They look hungry. They look ready to go. And a big question, well, can they play like they did in the first set? Can they continue that? Because you know Germany is going to recover and start to bring it, because that was really not the German team that we know.
No, I totally agree, Dane. Here is Bockermann reading the block and reading Carambula in the defense perfectly. Nice set. Carambula puts it away. Well, they're trading side outs. It is better play from Germany.
Nice hit right there, Carambula right down the line. How about that? Ranghieri. Look at him. He's feeling good. That was a slam. We've seen a couple of those. His hat comes off. He doesn't care. He's going to strut it out right here down the net with a little stare down.
Nice shot from Bockermann. They're digging deep, Germany.
Great set by Fluggen, and Bockermann making it look easy right there. They just have to settle their nerves down, kind of relax, play the volleyball that they're capable of, and there's a lift. You can't hold the ball that long, and Adrian Carambula not happy about it right there. There it is. He just took it too low, and it stayed in his hands a little too long. That's a judgment call by the referee. And a little negotiations by Adrian Carambula, and maybe that will make a difference the next time he breaks out his hands.
That's interesting, but it's a little conversation between the Italian player, Carambula, and the referee, just possibly affecting Fluggen's concentration service error. 7-6 advantage with Italy. Ranghieri will be the next player to serve, serving Bockermann of Germany. Fluggen with the set for his partner, and Ranghieri, oh, that lands on the line. There's the break for Italy in the second set at 8-6.
Beautiful blocking moves. He's on time right now. His technique is there. And right now, Ranghieri completely owning the net.
Well, he got his arms there, but he didn't quite get the direction on the ball he was hoping for. Bockermann with service. Oh, and that's such a timely ace for the German team. Will lift their spirits, raise their hopes. Right between the two Italian players. Lovely play from Ranghieri there. Almost faking Bockermann that he was going to go over on two.
Real smart play. And you can just tell the Italians are in real command of their game right now. Right back at you, a little roll shot, cross court to the open court. And this is, I think, what has plagued the Italians lately is the up and down type of play. They're in a battle right here. They need to keep that focus and try to win this thing in two.
Well read by Fluggen. Just a little out of bounds. 2 or 3 centimeters the wrong side of the baseline for Fluggen's rainbow shot.
Adrian Carambula was all over that one. Marked off his steps, so he knew that ball was just out of bounds.
Yeah, Fluggen starting to find a bit of rhythm now, isn't he? He's getting himself back into the match. Italy did such a good job of keeping him out the game in the first set.
I'm not sure why they're letting him in the game. They made a big point of going to Bockermann quite often in that first set, and it seemed to work.
Bockermann serves Carambula. Carambula has one onto the ball. Ranghieri's not going to chase that one down. And in the tech timeout, that's the halfway point of this second set. It's 11-10 to Germany. That 1 point advantage means a big difference. Remember, they were out at this point in the first set, 21-10, beaten. So Germany finding their game, finding much better rhythm and form in this second set. But to be honest, Dave, they've got to win it or they're going home.
Has to be made because there's effort on the court, okay?
It's loud. Hit the fucking damn ball. Break his fingers like you said you would.
Taking a look at the Italy spike placement, 83% down the middle. The blue, the unreturned, the red are returned, and the green are the winners. So that's a good look at how they're spreading it apart. But more interesting, I'll tell you, the conversation between Carambula, very direct. He said, go for it. You know, something about break the fingers, like you said. That means hit that ball as hard as you can, high off the hands. And you can tell a little friction between the two.
Service ace from Bockermann. Very nicely done. And that is the best way to come out of a tech timeout. Is that a net touch on Ranghieri? No.
Here's the thing with this German team. I know how strong they are mentally. They are tough. They're not going to ever give up. They're going to keep firing at you. And there's a very smart, quick play by Bockermann over the net. You can just kind of feel the shift happening right now, Nick. Germany starting to swing that pendulum back to their side and start to control this match. And right away on cue, an ace serve by Fluggen. Look at that float serve rising at the last second. Bockermann is very pleased with his partner. And you notice, even when they got beat down in that first set, what did they do? They held their composure. They kept strong body language. They kept talking to one another. And now they have a 2-point lead in the second, and the Italians don't look anything like the team that we saw in set number one.
Hey, decision making. There's a decision, we go.
Some rough, tough talk out there from Ranghieri, Dave. Decision making. They don't want to go home. But it's quite clear the loser of this match is out of the tournament. They'll probably get one more night in the hotel, but it'll be the next flight out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you know, I've been in partnerships before, and the look on their eyes, they're almost playing a little bit angry that, like you said, they're not happy with the form, with the way that they have finished right there. Carambula putting the ball down the line, but you saw the interaction there. It's like we've talked this out plenty. It's now about getting on the court and making it happen. They did it in the first set, but right now they're being challenged in the second.
Fluggen with a good set for Bockermann. Oh, and that ball is on the line. Carambula needs to clean up a little bit more at the back of the Italian court. 3 clear now, Germany, to take this to a third tie-break set. Bockermann. Again serving Carambula, who's on the attack for Italy. Swings that arm, Bockermann over on 2, but it drops back back on his side of the court. Side switch change of ends. Italy just trailing by 2, but have won the first set 21-10.
It's a big error, and you see Fluggen a little frustrated. He made a beautiful overhand dig. Bockermann has to keep that ball in play.
Carambula. They're serving Fluggen, and I'm not sure that's the way to go. Block is placed out of bounds. 16-13. Why change a winning formula that was so successful in set 1?
You know, funny things can happen out there. As you mentioned, you don't have a coach, you don't have a third set of eyes, so you got to work it out between you and your partner.
Well, there's the power play that Carambula was calling for from his partner, Alex Ranghieri. And look how quickly Ranghieri's gone to the back of the court to get on with this next serve. Good serve to Bockermann. Bockermann over the top of Ranghieri's block. Carambula is on the other side of the court, no answer. Way too big a service from Marcus Bockermann. Just hands the point immediately over to Italy. Carambula with service, going to Fluggen. Over on 2 from Bockermann, doesn't work. Good block from Ranghieri. Italy are starting to claw the points back. Germany are just 1 in front.
Italy's hanging tough right now. That's a really smart play by Ranghieri. Took notes on that over on 2 he saw earlier, and that time he made Bockermann pay for it.
Oh, wow. Fluggen delighted to have out-jousted Ranghieri.
See, it's simultaneous contact, so Fluggen can have that open hand, and then the big yell through the net forces Ranghieri. Wow, look at that point to the bicep. A little flex down by Fluggen. Little chippiness going on, and things have really gotten elevated here late in the second set.
He's got Ranghieri wound up to make mistakes, not make it better. There's a little bit of heat out there right now. They're starting to wind each other up. It's becoming a psychological game, but Germany are looking good to take this to a third tiebreak. Fluggen with the service. Oh, great save from Ranghieri, and he finishes it beautifully as well. Ranghieri keeping Italy on the get-go here.
Wow, little trickler, almost falls. But Nick, I want you to remember that joust that Fluggen won. He gave a stare down, he pointed to his bicep, kind of rattled Ranghieri, and we've seen Ranghieri hit the ball into the net, and now a service error. So maybe a little focus has waned for Ranghieri.
Set point for Germany to take it to the tiebreak. Oh, another service error from Marcus Bockermann. Second set point for Germany, remember. Carambula looking to save this one. Serves Fluggen. Carambula's there. Bockermann now for Germany. Off the fingertips of Ranghieri. We're going to a third set. It's a tie-break in the last match of the Red Bull Center Court here in Vienna. They're going to have to go down and for a tie-break 15-point sprint. Germany are right back in the match.
An impressive turnaround. What do you know? I said we'd see a different German team, and they were night and day compared to what we saw in that first set. They really stepped up their game, and more importantly, they've kind of grabbed the mental edge, it seems, over the last few points. Take a look at these match statistics. 5 blocks to 0, going for Italy. 4-3 with aces, but still Germany able to get the victory in the second set.
Now the virtual Red Bull Arena shows us serve placement in the second set. The red dots are those that are returned, green are the aces.
Good serving by the Italians, but not nearly as focused. They almost went the opposite direction, you see.
Yeah.
If you compare that to the graph that we saw earlier, they were going to Bockermann. Now Fluggen getting a lot of balls in that cross-court area, and Fluggen has been really stepping up to the plate. Not sure why the Italians made that change, but maybe they'll go back to their original plan.
Bockermann gets the first point on the board in set 3. This is a sprint. There is no tech timeout, but the teams can call their own timeouts. Just 1:32 break. We're heading to 15 points, not 21, but you still need to win by 2 clear points. Ranghieri on the attack for Italy. Good save, second time. Oh, it takes him 3 attempts, but Ranghieri finally gets the ball down to the sand.
Smart play, way to hang in there. Ranghieri not giving up, persisting at the net. He's been dominating the net. Bockermann knows he had an opportunity to score, and he let that get away.
Ranghieri serves Fluggen. Good cover from Carambula. Can he finish for Italy? Goes with the left hand down. Lovely little arm swing from Carambula to take Italy 2-1 into the lead in set 3.
Great technique there, great extension. And Italy trying to get back on track, looking pretty sharp here to start off this third set.
Sure whether Ranghieri should have given us a little bit more of his power play in that rally there, Dane.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't think he was in position to do so. Carambula not happy with one of the digs, but this is kind of a broken rally back and forth. That ball definitely was going to land in bounds. Unfortunately for Adrian, couldn't get there in time.
So close now. Here's Bockermann for Germany with service. Big jump serve to Carambula, who looks to finish for Italy. Oh, rainbows that ball high over the block of the German Bockermann.
So good right there. See how his shoulders are facing cross court, and then he hits the ball across his body. It's very deceptive as a defender. It's hard to read.
Quick side switch at 5 points in the tie-break set rather than 7. Bockermann. Nice shot over on 2. Scores are all tied at 3-all. This match could go either team's way.
Germany very fortunate that ball stayed on the Italian side.
Drops off the net, lovely Bockermann, and looks to finish. Oh, it looks to be just a little long. The thought was there, the work had been done. Just no luck at all, Germany.
It's a good idea, just poor execution. Just by, I think, about a foot wide. And Germany really back on track. Both teams playing well right now.
Oh, Germany! Fluggen! Lars Fluggen! Why did you leave that ball? It's a break for Italy at 5-3.
Never duck when you're receiving serve. Open up and take a look at it. If you duck, then you don't know what's going to happen to that ball on the bottom. Just drops out and hits that back line.
Never duck, you run out of luck, they say. Now, understandably, Germany call a timeout. And Germany call a timeout to take a 30-second break to try and stop that momentum that Italy have built there.
It's been so interesting, Nick. It's almost like we've watched 2 matches in one. The first, it was just a runaway train for Italy, and then the second one got a little chippy. Germany hung in there, and got the victory, forcing this third set that we're in, and no one's really been able to break away just yet.
Well, Italy looking to pick up where they left off. Here's Ranghieri with service. 5 points to 3. Ranghieri still thinks Fluggen could be their answer. Oh, and he gets his block away. Well, that justifies, to be honest, his serve to Fluggen, if you can keep blocking like that.
I think he likes going to Fluggen. Maybe he wants a little payback after that joust we saw at the end of set number 2. They continue to go to Lars Fluggen.
Carambula has this one covered. Oh, but this time Bockermann is there at the net, doing the job that he's out there to do. Puts it right down to the sand. And that's a big score for Germany, because if it had gone 7-3, it would have been trouble.
It's like two heavyweights exchanging blows back and forth up at the net.
Germany with service, 4-6 against Italy. Oh, well. Absolutely, nearly put the net down on the sand with the ball there. Germany have no idea what to do with this ball. Quite fortunate, to be honest, Ranghieri.
Yeah, very fortunate. That's why he's laughing right there.
Carambula with the service. And that's off the fingertips of Ranghieri. Good score for Fluggen, 5-7. Italy still with that break. Fluggen cross-court to Carambula. Over on 2 for Ranghieri. Quick, powerful play from the Italian. And a valuable point on the board. Italy go 3 clear once again.
That was an absolutely beautiful hit by Ranghieri. Winding up, smart decision on 2.
Oh, well, was the ball in, was the ball out? Referee says the ball was out.
Out of bounds. Lars Fluggen tooling the block again. There's the fist pump. Ranghieri thought he had another one.
Bockermann this time serving Ranghieri. Nice back set from Carambula. Ranghieri powers that one down the line. Yeah, a kiss and a little point to the ear from the crowd. The kiss is for the Italian fans there. No matter which team you're cheering for, that was quite spectacular. And at a crucial point in this third tiebreak set. 9-6. Carambula again with service. Really short. Oh, Ranghieri sees Bockermann trying to go over on 2 and just shuts him out.
Really, his block is on point. He knows exactly what the Germans seem to be doing. Bockermann needs to put that over on 2 back in his pocket because Ranghieri has stuffed him down every single time.
That ball is out of play. It's 11-6, and that could mean Italy are on their way. Sensational 8-block record here for Ranghieri in this match. 30 in the tournament. 11-6 now for Italy. Remember, we're only heading to 15, not 21 in this third tiebreak set. Nice shot from Fluggen. Keeps his calm, holds his cool.
This has been an incredible blocking exhibition by Ranghieri. He's been making some beautiful moves, and not to mention a lot of those balls that he's got blocked out of bounds that were just a couple of inches away. He might be at 12 blocks instead of 8. Ranghieri and Adrian Carambula are clicking. Their offense is absolutely on fire. There's a little quick flare to the outside, and Ranghieri's feeling it.
Good serve deep to Fluggen. Carambula gets a hand to it. Ranghieri digs deep. Carambula puts that one down! Shot of the match, and clearly the turning point of the game.
Wow, what athleticism right here. Carambula with a right hand, stabs it up, and then reaches high and tags it deep into the court of the Germans. And the Italians have really turned things on again. It looks like set number one when there was complete domination. This is exactly the potential that we know from this Italian duo.
Italy riding on adrenaline right now. They know that they're so close to staying in this World Championship competition, and they're so close to putting Germany out. That's a beautiful play from Lars Fluggen. Again, he keeps his cool, doesn't he, under pressure, Dane? Give the young lad that.
Yeah, both Bockermann and Fluggen very composed, very strong mentally. It's just that they are running into a very hot Italian team right here.
Oh, and service error from Bockermann gives the Italians match point. Here's Carambula. Will he finish it with a sky serve? No. And the ball is out of play. Italy go forward through to the round of 32. We say goodbye to the German 26 seeds, Marcus Bockermann and Lars Fluggen. Outclassed by the Italians in the first set, played brilliantly to come back and claim the second. But the power play of both Ranghieri and Carambula in the third tiebreak take Italy to the next round of the competition.
Nick, I have to honestly say, if this thing went three, I thought that Germany was going to pull it off. So give all sorts of credit to Adrian Carambula, who had some amazing athletic plays, and his partner, Alex Ranghieri, who completely dominated up at the net. 8 stuff blocks at the net, and I don't know how Bockermann continued to try to go cross court, but going over on 2 was not the answer, and how fitting. That's how it ended. Bockermann trying to go over on 2 and avoid the block of Ranghieri, misses the court by about 3 feet. So winners last week in Poland already out of the tournament, not making the round of 32 for Germany, and maybe the slump is over for Italy as they'll get an opportunity to fight for a world championship in the coming days.
Here's the confirmation that Italy advanced to the next round, taking the first set 21-10, losing the second, but coming back in the third tiebreak and doing an exceptional job to put pay to Germany. Look at the block stat, 8-1, 5-3 on the aces, and that is the story of their game. Both teams attacking well, but the blocking of Ranghieri quite exceptional. Let's go down to the centre court where the Olympic champion from the London Games of 2012, Julius Brink, is trying to grab the Italians. They're all celebrating. Is this the start of Italy getting back into the groove? If it is, the rest of the world will be watching carefully. Julius, down to you.